and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and it's time to put my National Parks 2 diamond paintings away in my display book. So I already have this display book ready because when I put all my others into display books, this was kitted up, so I got the display book ready at the same time. But it has our cover sheet for National Parks 2 tucked in the front, and I have already popped the sticker on the spine. In addition, what I have done, because these are the 20-page books that I get, I have taken out the pages that I don't need for this set. Just used a pair of scissors down the middle so that this will just be for National Parks 2, because by the time I add the cardstock and the diamond paintings, I do find that it is full enough, just because of the thickness of these. I've also got my sticker sheet ready because I pinched the sticker for the spine, but I haven't trimmed these ones. These weren't pre-trimmed the same way that I kitted up my floral Paint Gem mini sets last week, and I actually trimmed all of those as part of the kitting up process. And I do think that's a lot easier. I mean, this isn't too bad, but there are places where it's hitting, my trimmer part is hitting where the diamonds are. Whereas I've done them all already on my florals before any diamonds were put on them. So, I mean, most of these aren't too bad. There is the odd one where I can see the grey line, which is sort of done in the manufacturing process. I'm not sure if you can see it, it's quite faint, but there is a grey line there, and that is definitely wonky. But I do find just taking a minute just to neaten them all up means any funny edges don't become glaringly obvious when you put them in the display book. Because as soon as I put them on black card, that's it. They will show up like a neon light. So I'm just going to take the time to trim all of these and do this step, sort of do the first couple of steps in bulk. As much as it is nice and you see the prettiness come together, in effect, by doing one at a time. So trimming one, popping the tape on one, popping it onto the card and popping your sticker on, and then repeating that process for each painting. It does take longer because at the moment I have the trimmer out, I have it in the prime position. I don't need to move it out of my way to do the next step. So it is quicker to do it all at once. And when I'm making these display books or putting these together, I actually like to mix it up a little bit. I think I get impatient for the pretty near the end. It's probably more so what it is. So I do the cutting in bulk because then I can move the trimmer out of the way, get rid of the rubbish, which also helps, and my trimmer can go away. I also put the double-sided tape on in bulk, but then when I stick them down, I like to put the sticker on and put them away as a nicer pretty. So I've got a little bit left of some older double-sided tape that I have double-sided tape floating about in my little adhesive pot all the time. I always have a few rolls, but I do have a little bit of this left before I go to my sticks. Oh no, this is my sticks too. Oops. Sorry, quick phone call then. For those that have watched did watch my whip and chat on Sunday, you will know that I was filming and doing quite a few different videos filming on Friday because Luna has gone in to be spayed today, and yeah, that call was just the vet saying she's all a-okay. She is recovering, and I'll be picking her up in a couple of hours. So yeah, all fun. You get to hear what goes on in my day while I'm also filming. I don't normally film through the week. I normally film at the weekend, when there are, you know, lots of people about and I can just dip in and out of this room filming videos on and off. But while Luna is out of the house, even though I have got children at home today that could have watched her, I never feel like I get as much done as I do at the weekend. So yeah, I am now currently on, of course, this one, which is getting my National Parks 2 in my display book. It is all dekitted, the diamonds are all away. I will be kitting up another Paint Gem mini set, but I think I've scheduled that for next week. Just, you know, bit of variety, because of course this weekend's kitting up is the Advent. I still have not decided what storage I am kitting it up in. I tend to decide that as I go along. Right, we have tape on the back of all designs, so that's my second thing that I do in bulk. And now this is when I tend to do them sort of one at a time now and get them in the display book. So this little combination. So I have the Paint Gem website up so that I can determine which sticker goes on which one, because a lot of them don't make sense to me. Maybe it is because they're national parks. I don't know if it's the name of certain national parks or if it's areas within a national park. I have no idea. I'm English. I don't know. So I am using their website. How do you even pronounce this one? Sequoia? I'm probably making too much of a hash of that one. But I love this trees one, so I am going to pop that one in the front. There are some gorgeous images in this, and I have a few different favourites, but I did leave the trees till last because I do love them. So we've got number 1, and then I need to scroll across actually for this one and get the tape backing off. I'm making myself a little rubbish pile to the right, trying to keep it out of my way so it doesn't annoy me. And I'm just trying to make sure that my gap is roughly the same around here. I'm happy with a fatter gap at the bottom. And then I can pop my sticker on, which hopefully is ended up in the middle-ish. Looks a bit drunk, that one, actually. Or maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's very weird angles as to whether it looks like it's drunk. Let's go with we're straight. Get my display book to unseal at the top. And I just put 1 per sleeve of these. So by the time you've got the thickness, this is one of the other gorgeous ones. Once you've got the thickness of the diamonds as well as the thickness of the canvas and the cardstock, I find that for most of these, one set is right for one display book. I think the only ones that I have combined is I've combined Around the World, because you only get 6 each of those. So I've combined Around the World, and on our sticker pack we've also combined Her Story, though they have retired Her Story 2 now. There is only, I think, Her Story 1, which is the only set, apart from their brand new mystery set, that I don't have. So I better get working on the others so I can add a mystery set to my options. Get working on my other ones, because I've kitted up the Love, but I've not yet done it, and I will be kitting up a second one. I'm not sure when I do them. I pick them up when it takes my fancy to just do a nice small one, sometimes due to the time that I have in an evening, and I think, oh yeah, I'll do one of those now. I've got a nice time to, do one and complete one. And sometimes I take them with me. So I currently have the Love set with a pen and a tray in there already, so that I can just grab the whole box and have everything I need to just do the diamond paintings. So I can take them on the go if I wanted to. In fact, I think last Christmas, I actually took my little bin. In fact, that might be a good thing to get down. This little bin project, I actually took it with me to my sister-in-law's on Christmas Day, because there is always that little bit of time that I find between us getting there and doing present opening and actually having our Christmas dinner. There is always a period of time in between where you're sort of not really doing anything as such. And yeah, I thought, why not? I didn't get loads done, but I did get a little bit of it done, and it kept me entertained. I could still sit and chat to people, but I was doing something at the same time. And yeah, it always works well for me if I've got a little bit of something to do, but I can still chat and take part. Channel Islands. Oh, it must be separate places. Oh, I don't know. Got a little bit of what look like remnants of adhesive on that one. Get this one in, and I've still got cardstock. I've still got quite a bit of cardstock ready for future ones. I do have a few display books as well. I did buy a big pack of, I think it was 12 display books in one last time, because I knew I would have quite a few. I had quite a few on the way at the time, and I had these other ones to sort of finish, but I love my little display books for these, and I can always take one out and frame it if I want to. So we've got Great Smoky Mountain. I think these must be places. It's Channel Islands that made me think that, unless that's not what I think it is, which could also be the case. Who knows? Somebody will. I'm sure somebody will comment and educate me. Always like to be educated when it comes to things like that. It is really appreciated. Right, let's go. Try and get it. Sometimes I do end up with a shorter at the top, but that's fine. What have we got now? I think I need to scroll across again. Yosemite. And I've probably said that wrong as well. So let's pop that one in. I don't need those scissors anymore, do I? 2 more to go. Oh. There's always got to be a time that peeling off this wax paper off the back of the double-sided tape is going to give you aggro. And it's when you feel like you're in a little flow. Biscayne. I would never have had a hope of choosing these myself and picking the right ones. I would have been completely lost. So the website has come in extremely handy for me for this. So let's get these off. Oh, nearly had it, nearly had it. There we go. My nails are quite short again. There's quite a few snapping. There we go. Last but by no means least, we have Hot Springs. There we go. And we do just put the National Park sticker in the sticker sheet as well, in case you've only got one set. Or just for your preference of labelling them. But National Parks 2 is finished. So there's the images. And then I just have one per page in my display book, which, as I say, could be got out and framed individually if I want to. I currently have one of the houseplants in my kitchen. That one is not in the sheet very straight, but I think it's straight in itself. Oh, gorgeous. They do look absolutely gorgeous. And there we go. That is my display book for National Parks 2 done. And as you can see, once it's got all the diamonds in there, all the paintings in there with diamonds on, I feel like it is nice and thick enough. And they sit on a bookshelf for me with the spine showing for each one. So yeah, I'm going to pop this up with my others. I still have a little bit of that cardstock pack left before I need to go into my second one. This is just black A5 cardstock. You can get A4 and chop it down. I was just lazy and got it in a bulk. But yeah, National Parks 2 is now completely completed. Diamonds are away, paintings are away, and I can move on to the next one. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.